Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag Tag Me Tuesday. But first, let's have our shout out to Judy, Sherry, Kelly, Happy Curmudgeons, Black Coffee, Angel, Joyce, Connie, Roxana, Dora, and Talina. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, you guys, so I have some William and Morris paper here. I have coffee dyed the back. I took the paper and I have made a tag shape here. Now this is just a smidgen over 8 by 4.5. And I've gone ahead and made it into the tag shape by removing the 2 corners right here. And I've coffee dyed the edges. I should say I've inked up the edges. I've coffee dyed the back. Now what I want to do is I want to take this, and on the bottom where I have not cut the corners off, I'm going to turn this up 2 inches. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to turn it up to, I think that's going to be it about right there. Okay. 2 inches. Now what I'd like to do is I need to fold this over. So I'm just going to fold it over just a tiny little bit, just to make it a little more, I don't know, strong, although this is cardstock that I'm working with. This is cardstock. So I'm going to bring in my glue, and actually I have some hot glue. Maybe that would be the best thing because I need to get this glued down so we can continue. I'm going to just glue this little flap that we turned over. I'm just going to glue it shut just like that. I'm looking for my bone folder. I'm not sure where it went to. I don't see. Oh, here it is. It's right here in front of me. There we are. All right, we've got that bone folder going. Now I'm going to turn this up right here, but first I'm going to need to ink this right here. Give it a little ink. Now we look like this. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to bring a little bit of my paper back in, and I want to cover this just a little bit. So I'm going to mark it. I don't want it to go all the way across. I kind of want a little bit of the brown to show. So I'm just going to mark it like that. I'm going to bring in my guillotine, my small guillotine. I think it will fit in here. Maybe it will. Oh, it will. Okay. And I'm just going to trim this right like this. And I'm going to trim it. Where did I make that other mark? Oh, sure. I made the other mark, and now I don't know where I made it. Yeah, that's kind of typical. There it is. I see it now. I just lost it. Okay, here we are. I'm just going to trim that. So now I have a little piece that's actually going to fit right here. I really think that is beautiful. I do need to ink this part right here, and I need to ink the edge of my paper that I'm bringing in. And why I do this, I'm going to tell you what hashtag Tag Me Tuesday is about. I have a Facebook group, the link is down below, that I invite you all to join. 2 things, well actually 1 thing that you will need to do is accept the rules. The rules are extremely easy. No selling and be kind to everyone. But I understand that it might be, you have to look for it, I think. I don't think it just automatically just shows right up. But you do need to accept the rules or I won't be able to accept you into the group. And in that group, I invite you all to show us your version of the hashtag Tag Me Tuesday project that we worked on, because we're all doing the exact same project it will turn out totally different because of our personalities, and our personalities, or your personality, everyone's personality, comes out in your crafting. So I invite you to post your picture of your Tag Me Tuesday version, your version of it, and I post pictures of the ones that I make, and I show you different, close-up pictures of it so you really can get an idea of what they look like. And it's just a lot of fun for us all to share what we have made and how ours look. All right, so that's what that's about. Now, I have a doily here. This doily is a 8-inch doily, and I've coffee dyed it. So what I want to do is I want to take my scissors, and I'm going to decide to cut it maybe about right here. And let's see, hopefully that was the right size, because I'm going to stick it in here. I want this to be another pocket. The doily is going to be a pocket. That doily, the pocket for this doily is going to go all the way down to the bottom. And then there's going to be a pocket, a shorter pocket right here. But this doily here is going to go all the way down. Now, the reason why I used a larger doily is, do you see how this doily is wrapping around the tag itself? That's really securing that doily onto the tag nicely, and it just helps it in not ripping or tearing. And I just like wrapping it around. I just think it really helps everything. Actually, before I do that, I'm used to sewing it, and in sewing it you don't want to do that part. I mean, you can do that part, but I'm going to need to glue this. And so I think the way to glue this, I haven't done it without sewing yet, is just go ahead and glue the sides down here. I glue the side down here. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to glue the side right here. Place that doily right back down. I'm going to lift this back up, and I'm going to glue it right on this side. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing the doily down first, and then I'm putting glue on top of the doily so that I can glue it onto the inside of this tag. So now we look like that. All right, that is great. Now I've gotten it kind of sticky. So let me wipe this stickiness off so we don't accidentally stick this down where we don't want it. I need to pull this up just a little bit. And I don't know if it's going to be forgiving enough to allow me to do that. I think it will be. All right, so now I'm going to make a triangle shape of glue right here, because I'm going to take these ends of the doily right here, and I'm going to fold them over like this. So I'm just going to fold that over. So it just really assures that this doily isn't going to go anywhere. Now I'm going to trim a little bit of this doily off because it's kind of showing underneath on the bottom of this tag, and I don't want it to show on the bottom. There, like that. Isn't that is just so pretty, isn't it? All right, so now I don't want the back to be like this because I want to be able to write on the back. Journal, do some journaling on the back. So I have a piece of lined coffee dyed paper, and I kind of like that it's half coffee dyed and half not coffee dyed. It's got some lines on it where it dried. So I am going to flip that over. I'm going to place my glue right here on the edge of my tag right here. I'm using my Tombow glue, and I'm just gluing down the edges of my tag. I'm going to do a little bit more glue right there where that doily's not really stuck, but it's okay because we're going to actually stick this lined paper right onto here. just like that. So I'm just going to crease it all the way around, not crease it, push down. I'm not creasing it, I'm just pushing it down all the way around the edge. And then I'm going to trim this off. I like to do it this way rather than cut a piece that exactly fits and then try to get it on just right. To me, it's easier just to lay it down and trim around it. You can do it either way. Whatever way is your way of doing it, that's the way you should do it. And I'm just trimming this just like that. Now, isn't that gorgeous? And there's your journaling on this side. Now you will need, or I will need, because I have inked this project, I need to ink this side as well. And as I told you, I have made 3 others, and I have sewn those 3 because you know I love to sew paper. So now let's go ahead and do a little bit of decorating. I have some things here. I have some white lace. I have some, it's like grosgrain, light blue 1/8 inch ribbon here. I have, or grosgrain. I have some lace. I have a blue wax seal. I have a Tracy Fox label. I'm not sure whose butterfly this is. I don't know if it's Shabby Dabby Doodahs or if it's digitalcollage.com. I'm not sure where this one came from. And I have a little ruffle made with light blue cotton or medium blue cotton fabric. So let's just see what we might be able to come up with. That's rather pretty there. And maybe, I'm just not sure what I want yet. I know that these things would go nicely. Maybe I can put that on there and maybe make a little bit of a bow on here. I'm not sure. We're just kind of playing around here for just a second to get my bearings here to see what I might like to do. I do think I'd like to do a little bit of ribbon at the top. So I'm going to cut another little piece and I'm going to make myself a little bow just like this. All right, get my fingers down under here, pull this up, and then tie this into, I had to use my teeth there a little bit, sorry about that. People who cringe at doing that. My mother would be cringing. She saw I did that. Okay. That's real sweet. Now let's get this down first. I would like to lay this little bit of lace down, and I actually think I want to take that at an angle because that's at an angle. And I think I'd like to see if I can cut this at the right angle and then place this right here. Okay, I really like that right there. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue for instant gluing down onto her tag. Oh, that's very nice. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. How about a little bit of blue ribbon right on top of there? So just a little bit more hot glue and add this right there. Oh, that's just cute right in itself without using this in the middle. Yeah, I just think that looks really sweet. Now, do I want to put this down here maybe? I really like this this butterfly, even though the colors are not exact. I do really like it. I don't know. I'm just not sure. Maybe if I trim just a little bit more here, I'm going to cut it like that. So now I have a little piece. And I'm thinking might want, I don't know, a little piece on there, a little small little ruffle is what I'm thinking. Maybe right here we'll put a little bit of a ruffle. All right, how about that? All right, how about just a little bit more? We're just going to finish this off. I'm just using my little card to help me pleat it. All right, now it's pleated. And I think this will sit right here. I don't know about this tag. Do I even want a tag? That's kind of cute right like that. All right, let's just go ahead and put that label right on top like that. And let's go ahead and put this on the side. Now I'm going to switch to my Tombow glue. Just pushing that down just to make sure that that pocket is definitely sticking down. Oh my goodness. What do you think? So there is a pocket right here. Then there is a larger pocket right here, goes all the way down to the bottom. And then you have lovely journaling space on the back. Now you can put this into a pocket, a belly band. You could make it into a flip. There are lots of different things that you can do with this. Let me bring in the ones that I made. I made a beautiful pink one here. As you can see, I sewed around the edge and I put a little decoration here and a bow, and I've got a little piece of journaling. I've got another journaling card here, and I've got a little decoration and a tab on top of this one. I just love that one. Then there's one that I made with book page. Now this one's totally different because no matter which way you turn this paper, it had music page and music page. So the reason why we added the piece right here is because when we flipped it up, we had the white, or not the white, the coffee dyed backside, and so that's why we added a strip. We didn't have to add a strip here when you use a piece of music paper. And I did this little butterfly that we did in a video together not too long ago. And then I have my journaling cards in here, a little lace and a label, and it's back the exact same way. And this is actually kind of used as a tab there on top, the wings of the butterfly. I have a beautiful blue one here. Isn't that one pretty? A little cluster here of the button and the lace and a little lace ruffle, and then the journaling card is in here, another journaling card, and then we've got the same paper right here with the little lace ruffle and a Tracy Fox label. You guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.